We're starting another episode of Redemption CA, the final episode on my channel for this road trip. It's coming to a close, but it's been an awesome time so far.
Hey, you told me other YouTube creators that do 4-week-long collabs.
Exactly. It never happened. Never happens.
It's a special thing.
We do it. And yeah, so we're in Santa Rosa today. We just stopped off at Mr. Pickles. We're doing an afternoon ride today. Mr. Pickles is just this great little sandwich shop, and it was excellent.
And by the way, that was only one rest day in between. We're going as hard as we can for you guys.
Yes, hardcore. Annadel, we're gonna Trione Annadel State Park is the name of it, and people have been wanting us to ride here. I've been so many comments about it, and we're gonna meet up with Scot Nicol, the founder of Ibis, and he's actually got a couple old bikes he wants to show us. So let's go check them out. Okay, we've made it to the Oasis in Santa Rosa. Scot Nicol, founder of Ibis, and he's already talked our ear off about all these great, awesome bikes. You know, I'm riding the Ripmo right now, and this thing right here is like Alex was saying, the great-great-great-grandfather of the Ripmo. Tell us the story behind this thing.
So back in the day, late 70s, I was living up in Mendocino. I decided that I wanted to venture farther and deeper and higher. And so I started putting brazen cantilever brakes and putting gears on these old Schwinn cruisers. This was before, you know, Joe Breeze made his first bike or any of that, and that's actually what they were doing back in the day too.
And these are like 1940s. Like what year are these bikes?
Yeah, this one, I'm not positive on this one, but the one I had was a 47 and Excelsior, and which is a Schwinn, and then they kept making these dual top tube bikes into the 50s. They were actually, the geometry on them was pretty good. You know, they're pretty slack, and they were fun to ride. So we were building these bikes up from scratch, putting Philwood hubs on them and some cool parts, and just bombing around the hills in Mendocino, you know, or back at home in Walnut Creek. So that's kind of the quick genesis. So that was the first bikes that I was really working on and making into mountain bikes. And then I got wind of these guys in Marin, Joe Breeze, Gary Fisher, Charlie Kelly, who had mountain bikes. The company was called Mountain Bikes. Yeah. And so I got in with them. That winter I apprenticed with Joe Breeze and Charlie Cunningham, who lived on opposite sides of Mount Tam. I lived with Steve Potts and commuted back and forth, learned how to build frames. And in April of '81, 38 years ago, next month, hung up my shingle in Mendocino, California, and started building my own frames. Started off building one steel hardtail, and somebody said, "Hey, will you build me one?" And I did, and then it happened again.
Nice.
Fast forward 38 years, here we are.
That's amazing.
That's the quick story.
So we got talking about this bike, and then we got talking about this bike. 1995 Ibis Mojo.
It's a significant leap forward in
everything. We went through we were back in the 70s there, and then we kind of skipped the 80s, but now we're in the 90s. And
you said you're really proud of this one.
Yeah, I love this bike. So this is one of the sweetest bikes that we ever built back in Ibis V1. So if we look around on this bike, it's got all sorts of really cool features. Like, for example, it's got the hand job, which is the funny little cable stop that I came up with years ago. Yeah,
that's such a good touch.
Yeah, and that was legendary, of course. And if you look at the spokes, the spokes on this bike are titanium, and they're called Tiadized, so they're like anodized titanium with the White Industries hubs. Also got the white, I think it's a white titanium freewheel on there, and you know, these beautiful old XTR parts, bars that are, I don't know what the millimeters are, but it's like they're like 22 inches or something like that. I mean,
so skinny.
You know, yeah, it's just it's crazy trying to ride these old bikes. So one of the reasons I wanted to build it up is to have a greater appreciation for the bikes that we have today. And this bike was state of the art, and it was like everybody raved about how killer it rode and everything. And I got on it recently and rode it, and it's like, whoa, we've come a long way.
So we dropped out from Scott's house, and he's taking us to the cemetery, and we happen upon the tomb of Robert Ripley.
Santa Rosa native.
Yeah.
And he became a super, super famous guy worldwide, you know, for his whole, it was like he's the father of reality TV, but it was before there were TV.
So how did you name the bike after this guy? Like what?
Burning question.
Santa Rosa native,
Yeah.
you know, and the bike rips, you know.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
Just, you know, it doesn't have to have a, you know,
Believe it or not.
Yeah.
This bike's the best you've ever ridden. Believe it or not.
Exactly. And then we took so long getting it to market. Of course, everybody said, "Hey, the Ripley's here. Believe it or not."
Yeah.
Yeah, it kind of came back to bite us a little bit.
If I experience some like ghosts or apparitions in the next couple of weeks, I'm blaming you.
Yeah. Any bad juju. So when are you guys gonna do the Charlie Brown bike then?
Exactly.
Charles Schultz was also a Santa Rosa guy,
Yeah,
legendary.
Yep.
Did the Peanuts comics.
The 1906 earthquake that leveled San Francisco probably leveled Santa Rosa worse. They needed a bunch of rock for foundations and such. So if you look around, there are whole like
Quarries.
little quarries everywhere. So if you look around, there's all sorts of killer trials moves. You know, you can build a great trials course. So first Sunday of every month, Sunday morning, we'd have a trials event here.
That's cool. There's the quarries. So what are you, 63, Scott?
64,
64?
turning 65 this year.
Nice. Kicking our asses.
Yeah, you're getting a pretty good pace up there.
Watch out for Poison Oak.
Lots of poison oak.
There it is, right there on the left.
Yeah. Scott said we had a 2-hour ride and it's just gonna be at race pace.
Yeah, right? That's an ankle right here. And you ain't gotta show off for us, you know that, right?
Here you go. When I did my Ripmo reveal video, I was surprised how many comments. People are like, yeah, I got a Ripmo too. I got a Ripmo too. So many. People were overwhelmingly stoked on it. You saw the writing on the wall. Did an extra order.
Yeah.
Ordered more than normal, kind of.
Double.
Yeah, double. We just got to run into 2 fans of the channel at the same time. Effie Lever and Christine. Good to see you guys on the trail.
So this was actually, this road was a fire line. You can see a bunch of debris where they came in and they cut stuff. But if you look, all that stuff's burned.
Yeah.
So the fire
Hard
was mainly
stop.
understory through here. There's a few trees that completely burned to the ground, but it mowed through here and over there. And then they turned a corner here, and all those houses. I mean, you can see one there. And there's a whole bunch more just over this hill. They were all spared.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And we, like, after the fire, black, and just, you know, not burned at all.
Yeah.
All the way through the park. It astonished me how well, you know,
Demarcated, yeah.
It just it works so well. It's amazing. So this whole road will be up. Right side burned, left side didn't.
Crazy.
And obviously it came back
Yep,
pretty well.
yep.
I mean, fire ecology is
It's a part of life, yeah.
It's like we have to, you know, California forests have to burn.
Yeah.
You know?
We've happened upon some kind of scene here. Search and rescue training, perhaps?
Sheriff copter.
Yeah. We are just happy not to see a mountain biker at the bottom of the line. We were like waiting to see the bottom of the line.
Much better.
And we could see that it was two pilot type guys.
Yeah.
Gonna have to do a full poison oak rub down after this. Whoa. Yeah. Slippery. Rained a little yesterday. It's kind of perfect. We got the pain and pleasure going. Oh, slippy into the rock stuff. Over the big log. Rowdy.
Slippy. I lost just enough traction right getting into the rocks. I'm like, oh!
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm on line.
Little local flavor.
Slippy stuff's fun, huh?
Front wheel was going. My favorite part about Scott is that he can talk geometry all day long, but he's really about the ride. He just really loves talking about the ride. If you meet him at a mountain bike fest like Seattle or Sedona, you ask him where his favorite place to ride is, he will talk your ear off about places all over the world. Oh, it's thick. Whoa. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. I think he's trying to lose us.
How about right?
Basically a pro rider. Woo! Oh, nice. Oh, chew it up. Right over it all. Haha. I gotta tie my cables up a little bit. A little bit of rattle. Nothing a little Gorilla Tape won't fix. I actually bought that heat shrink tubing and a brake bleed kit and all that stuff. I don't want to mess it up. Nice. Oh. Wow. Oh. Survive. Oh. Knocked my wheel out of my handlebars and wheels off to the side. Hello, just last one. This is how flooded it was a couple weeks ago. All this rain, this water was just overflowing up here. Historic. What a beautiful thing to see all these people out on this little stretch. I mean, like a little stretch of asphalt that just changes. Like, you can't put a number on that for people walking their kids and their dogs.
Yeah, I think there's probably some pent-up cabin fever from
Yeah,
this winter.
definitely. This is the right off the trail mountain biker hangout. Ibis demo fleet available. Bike shop / pub. Good. Cool. At first, you knew everybody who bought one of your bikes. But today, you cannot know everybody who buys one of your bikes. So when you pass somebody on the freeway and they've got a Ripley or a Ripmo on the back, it's got to feel pretty good, right?
It feels great. I mean, part of it is senility, of course, because, you know, I'm an old guy. But yeah, it feels great. You see an Ibis shirt out there, you know, you see a bike on top of a car or whatever on the trail, something like that. Man, it's the best feeling ever, yeah. But I don't get tired of seeing it either. I mean, I'm super stoked to whenever it happens, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, I'm driving down the road with my wife, and it's like, hey, Ibis, see that, you know? It's like, she's like, yeah, I've seen that before. It's like, it doesn't get old.
I've got a really awesome channel announcement. I've been working on it for a while. Boom. Got my own beer.
Not really though.
Not really. The STS Pilsner from Russian River.
That's
But
so
hey,
cool.
maybe they made it after yours truly. Probably not.
Sure, yeah.
We are finishing up the tour with a few more awesome beers. Scott, thank you so much.
Yeah, it's been
For
great.
the local tour. It's awesome and no bullshit. You're like my mountain bike hero. You built something out of nothing. You built something out of passion and turned it into this business that people around the world are getting stoked on your bikes and riding. So thank you.
It's the exact thing you're doing.
And
It's
that's
awesome.
that's what I'm trying to do here,
Yeah.
and we're both trying to do, and to see
Yeah.
it, come to life after 38 years of just
Yeah.
awesome work. It's very, very awesome. So thank you.
Well,
thank you.
Thank you. That was a good day today.
Really
Wow,
was.
man.
Agreed.
That was a blast.
All the right ingredients.
Yeah. And I didn't have to sit at the computer today.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for that. All the people at Ibis, sorry. I'll answer your emails tomorrow.
A little media,
Yeah.
media tour here. Thanks, man.
Yeah.
I'm all showered and ready for bed now. Redemption CA, the conclusion, tomorrow on the Single Track Sampler channel. It's gonna be a good one, guaranteed. Thanks for watching, you guys. I'll see you on the trail.